Mikey, Buddha, and Brilliant Waffles.
I don't drink soda.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. Mikey Booyah here.
Awesome tie.
And we are coming to you live. Not live.
No,
I
not
guess
at all
it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
We are coming to you alive. We're both still alive at the time
as
of this recording.
Yeah, I'll preface that.
At the time of this recording. And coming up later this week, our first, our new Patreon series, which is the sped up part that you just witnessed, slowed down.
You've been seeing it, you know, sped up every week. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff that you're not hearing, you're not seeing because it's so fast. And it's just going right over your head. And it's a lot of stuff that's, I don't want to say too hot for TV, but definitely you won't find it on anybody's TV.
It's too hot rail for TV.
I mean, yeah. It probably wouldn't make any sort of anything with standards. I mean, honestly, we might have violated some YouTube terms of service.
Oh, we're gonna upload that to Vimeo. So,
okay, yeah. I mean, it's the Wild West on Vimeo.
Patreon. I mean, upload.
Not much is too hot for Vimeo,
and that's gonna be available later on this week. And coming on, you're gonna get a fly on the wall view of that.
Yeah. So basically, Patreon, for people that don't know what Patreon is, it's a way, you know, like for you to give back to us. We've given you 600 and something episodes now. Like you're basically going to start giving us, what is it, like $1?
I think the lowest tier might be $2.
What are we asking? So we're asking you for like a couple bucks a month, and in exchange for that, you're getting exclusive content that again we can't post on YouTube. Definitely not Facebook. I mean, we're getting pretty graphic about some you know illicit substance use, and there's just no telling what we're going to talk about. We might dox some people. Oh yeah, we talk about a guy I don't like. I mean, you're getting stuff that's not going to make the regular episode of the podcast, and we also might, you know, like if you start subscribing, we're going to have more incentive to start pumping out content. You know, like we get a few subscribers, we're going to be wanting to impress them for sure. So we're going to start, you know, the more you give us, the more we're going to give you. And so you can head on to Patreon. Is it patreon.com?
Yeah, patreon.com/Natural Habitat Podcast. And I'm trying to pull up our tiers right here.
Yeah, there's different tiers, right? We might need to update those, but
yeah, there are tiers. They do need to be updated. So our first tier, $2, you get to be a DAG. This is DAG status.
Yep.
And you will, we will rather be eternally grateful, and we'll prove it on the podcast by shouting out your name from the rooftops when you sign up. You know, we're not just going to say your name every fucking day of our lives, but when you sign up, new Patreons will shout you out.
Yep, we'll give you, and if you don't want your real name used, you know, you can give us something else. We'll acknowledge you. We'll acknowledge you.
Yeah, metaphorically. And then $5 a month, you get super DAG status.
So what's that gonna? And what did it get them, and what's it gonna get them now? Because again, this is 2022 inflation. We know that money is not worth as much. So basically, this Patreon shouldn't be worth, or should it be? No, we're going to give you more.
Yeah, we're going to give you more. We should actually rewrite this one, because this one you get early access to episodes.
Yeah, see that's a lie.
Yeah,
that's
a lie.
False advertising.
They're not going to be ready to go. They're barely ready to go on time.
We shouldn't give any timeline promises.
And then also this includes the first episode of What Is This, which I guess that's public. It's been public for a while now. So
what is? Oh, is that where you went to the CBD store?
Yeah, the Thomas Hall CBD store.
Yeah,
which we'll be talking about on our next Patreon episode. And then for $10 a month, a whole whopping 10.
No, we should go, but we should backtrack and like, what should we do for $5 a month?
Oh yeah,
what is
right.
it like? What? So the bottom tier gets you this, whatever this is, right? So that's what you get this, and maybe something else in the future. But for $5, I feel like they should get something else, like
Here, let me.
And we don't have any more episodes of What Is This?
No.
to go?
I do have a couple unreleased episodes that we haven't put out. There was this one called the Footcast that was about this girl who was a foot model that approached Matt really to try to get him to sign up for her OnlyFoots page or whatever.
Yeah.
And we kind of like doxed her and put her whole business practice on blast, which we decided not to air. But that could be a good exclusive thing. We could also film.
Is it, in a roundabout way, like the same business practice that we're using by like doing like a tiered exclusive content paywall situation? She was probably just using her feet instead of.
So here we go. I'm trying to get in the damn settings to where I could fucking edit this shit. So I have an idea for the next tier, but I don't know. What should we? I guess we should probably fucking stir the potatoes off the air, right?
Yeah. They got the idea of what Patreon is.
Patreon, we got.
You probably already knew that,
things.
but I figure like there might be a couple of people that didn't, and like if it gets them to like sign up, then job done.
Yeah, job done. And speaking of job done,
Jobs.
People are done with jobs, man.
Yeah.
There's a crisis trying to get employees at places.
Yes.
If you go to any like fast food place or grocery store or pretty much anywhere.
They're like barren wastelands, a lot of them.
Yeah, and if anybody tries to complain, the employee will immediately be like, "Well, would you like to put in an application?"
The remaining employees that are for whatever reason not left their jobs, they're very surly and they're not super stoked on it, and you can tell in the way they
got
do
loose
their
lips.
jobs.
It's tight ships over there, and it's loose lips because there's only 4 people max working at any place, and all of them are like, take it or leave it. You know what I mean? This is what you get. And now I feel like, after 9/11, it was like firemen were the top, like
The heroes, the nation's
heroes,
sweethearts.
Then after COVID, it was the nurses. The nurses were the nation's heroes.
The medical heroes, our doctors and our nurses.
And now it's service workers because
they're remaining, in these retail positions that pay them very, very little, and don't, they provide, hostile work environments. They require, their employees to do arbitrary tasks.
Yeah.
Just for the
7 days a week.
just for the sake so that they can have like middle management positions who have, no like real duty aside from like just, assigning arbitrary tasks. There's so many reasons why like, like retail and lower level like jobs are just, people are fed up, and for a long time, I think people were just kind of stuck to where they for whatever reason, couldn't make a change.
Yeah.
Whether it's finances or whatever it may be, just, like they couldn't. And then I think this is just my theory, or at least part of it, like the pandemic was like the first time where like everything like just absolutely like changed for everybody to an extent.
Yeah.
And I think it forced, it forced a lot of people to kind of like be like, okay, well, now's the time to like, what the fuck am I doing?
It made it a lot easier to make that jump because so much change was already happening that you were just like, well, fuck, this is minuscule compared to everything else.
Combine that with,
and it kind of evened everything out because so many people lost their jobs.
And you combine that, and yeah, like regardless of whether you had a job or not, like, especially if you didn't, you look at the amount. Because of the pandemic, the amount of money the government gave people in the past 2 years, like more than, what I mean? Like I at no point was jobless, but still, just in like the stimuluses and all of the other fucking, like handouts the government's giving people.
Yeah, they were paying like fucking crazy unemployment forever.
Yeah, and I think just it's like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
And also inflation. Like inflation, hyperinflation's happening, like the dollar is worth less, like everything is the price of everything's going up, but the workplace is these on average is like their wages are holding like way too steady. They're like you've got inflation spike like this, and then like the wage increase like a completely different angle, and like people are literally like a lot of people they can no longer make these jobs work for their living situations.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what the major thing is that all of these low and middle income jobs, the wages aren't going up. And I remember before I quit my job, because I quit my job in the midst of everybody else, the great.
Yeah, you were late to the game.
The great resignation.
I feel like I was slightly ahead of it.
Yeah, you were ahead. I was ahead of
you. I was ahead of you, but I started part time at least. Like gig work. In like 2017 or 2018 was when I first started doing stuff, and like I feel like definitely the word wasn't quite out. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody was trying to do it, and like the people you told about it, like they weren't. Like, I probably told you about what I was doing, like how many times before, like you ever like even considered like trying it. And
yeah,
then,
don't dox us.
What did I dox?
We don't talk about what we do for a living.
I have a lot of gigs, man. Like I have a gig at the Siren in April with I think the NWA or something. Yeah. I have a gig. What's like another gig?
I've been doing one-off. I've been doing one-off jobs at what's it called? Like a shop worker, a shop person. I've been a shop person at this guy's shop.
I've been a mystery shopper.
Mystery shopper?
Yeah,
that's
like
good.
A mystery shopper where you have to like go in and ask questions to employees and like then like write up and like snitch on them.
I do like a sugar baby thing too, which is like old women,
like prostitution.
Not. I wouldn't call it.
I mean, like a
prostitution.
nice word for prostitution.
I would
for intents and purposes, or is it prostitution?
No.
I mean,
but these old women and mostly men will hire me to, take me out to dinner, and then I like, fuck them.
Arm candy. You're arm candy.
Yeah. Sometimes I fuck them. Sometimes I don't. But it all depends on like, my choice and how much they pay. And that's not
okay. Yeah, that's no. This is America.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and it's an even fair exchange of goods,
right? And that's a gig. That's gig work. So there's lots of like different gigs, but basically like a la carte work is a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Instead of being bound to this employee and like all their law or rules and schedules and policies and all that, like basically you're doing one-off jobs. Mm-hmm. Like
and really just starting any business of your own could be considered gig work. You're doing
freelancer.
Gig. Yeah,
we're freelancers.
And that was one of the main things was that like when you work in this business that people get stuck in this like 9 to 5 the schedule,
the rat race,
and then you have someone that has reached middle management and is just super power hungry about it.
They're so. Yeah.
And makes it like even some job environments are good, but an even number, if not more, have that guy that is just all upset.
Like I'm in a lot of businesses, and I'm a fly on the wall in a lot of businesses in a lot of instances, and like I see that. I see the work environments. I like like I'm not eavesdropping, but I just get the vibes, and like I see like everything down from your like teenage gossip type stuff to exactly what you described, that middle management that like he's insecure about his job, so like he's just trying to like bully teenagers around.
So leaving that behind was nice. And then we started, our own business. We have this podcast now, and we went full force into this. This is our business.
We had a studio for a while, and it burned down under highly suspicious circumstances.
Yeah, I think that Matt actually might have had something to do with that. I was talking to someone recently, and he was training to become a firefighter during that time. He wasn't a firefighter yet. But most arsonists like become firefighters.
It's a cover.
Yeah, it's a cover.
It's a blanket.
Exactly.
It's a mask.
Like how people that are, child molesters become priests, because why would they ever? They're a priest. They're holy.
Right.
They would never do something like that. But, we've launched an investigation, which we would like to tell Matt. And, the truth will be told.
Yeah, we've actually brought in your dad, who is a former arson investigator himself. Which is a unexpected turn of events for you, I'm sure. Now, I'm sure you're right now just tapping away, texting your dad, like saying, what gives? Rest assured that he's we're playing chess here, and he's several moves ahead of you. So your dad's not going to give up anything, but just know that he's going to do a thorough investigation, and you're in a real good position right now. I'd hate to see you, fall from grace.
So, the truth will be told. There were cameras in there, and we did get a bit of some movement in the corner, some low resolution photos that we're going to get.
We're going to get them enhanced. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And, the truth is going to come out for sure. And when it does, we'll be there. We'll be there with it. And, whoever it is,
justice will prevail, as it always does.
And, this might not be the hero that the city wants, but it's the hero that it needs.
It's the villain that it's getting.
Yeah, which is Matt, allegedly. Yeah. Or Matt's dad, who could allegedly still be an arsonist, because arsonists and also
Matt's dad, his loyalties might lie to his son, and maybe Matt's dad's playing us.
Ooh. What if Matt's dad knew that Matt had a foot in each world? That he was 1 foot in the fireman world and 1 foot in the music world. He burns
it down,
and he burned the studio, and then all of a sudden, get him to jump.
Matt, the timing
he had nowhere to jump.
The timing adds up.
Nowhere to jump, but into fireman.
All I'm saying is the timing with that. If that were true, the timeline, it adds up perfectly.
Yeah, that's weird. It does. It does 100%, not allegedly, line up perfectly. And we could say that legally.
Yeah, we can,
because it does.
Sure.
It lines up perfect.
Yeah, it really does.
So that investigation
really
is underway. We're excited about that. But for us being self-employed for so long, we were talking about it recently that if we were to go into any job interview right now, we would absolutely have a completely different outlook and whole different feel, I think, than any job interview that I've ever been in.
Yeah, definitely more confidence than I've ever had. Just knowing that, I have something, I could fall back on, and just knowing that, I don't necessarily even want this job. I kind of want. I kind of just want to go in there and fuck with people. Yeah, honestly, because you can get an interview anywhere right now, and. I feel like anytime that I've had a job interview in the past, I've always been super nervous and super desperate. And that desperation probably cost me some jobs and came across as I was weakness, as a weakness. So, I feel if I went in there now and just kind of, I'm not going to be a dick, but just kind of go in there and, fire some questions off back and make them convince me that this is a work environment.
A job that you want.
Exactly. Because, obviously everybody's hiring right now, and places aren't paying all that much. So it's how can you, what's my incentive to come work for you? Because it's definitely been reversed now. It's an applicant's market.
Mm-hmm. And this was a meme back when everybody was leaving their jobs. And it was next time I go to a job interview, I'm going to be asking them questions. I want, 5 people that worked here and give me your, what's it called? References and shit like that. Of people that used to work here. And I want to hear what it's like.
We went to the Google campus. We literally went to the Google, headquarters.
Yeah.
We saw how a work environment can be. You know what I mean? And I feel it's, obviously not every place is going to be like the Googleplex, but I feel employees, employers can start doing their best to make it not miserable. You know what I mean? Make you not, just little things.
Yeah. An extreme case is what my sister's work did for her. So, I guess we could say who they are. but not really what they did. I don't want to dox their actions.
Yeah, we might as well get like give them a shout out.
Yeah, for people that are a lot of people, they like RVs. People are on the move now. People are trying to live the minimalist lifestyle.
This is the RV resort, right?
Life.
The one over there.
No, this is the RV salesman.
Oh,
place.
okay. This is where you can buy a brand new RV.
Or used even.
Oh, okay.
You can make payments. You could even rent one for the weekend,
And with house prices, like the way they are, like living in an RV or buying an RV is not like that's
lot
no
of people
longer
are doing it.
Yeah, that's no longer like out of the question. You know what I mean? Like that's not like roughing it necessarily. Like there's no shame in that when you're in California and
especially so many people are working remotely now, so you can work wherever. Like Raven's parents did it. Her mom and her stepdad like just moved away, bought an RV, sold all their shit. She works remotely. He gets jobs like at all the different places that they go, like gets them lined up.
That was my parents' end goal before they got divorced and my dad died of COVID.
Oh yeah. That'll end the goals for you.
Yeah, that ends the RV goal. But I mean that's not to say it can't be yours.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's being done by people out there all the time. And Sky River RV,
like
they'll hook you up.
They're solid people, so I'm sure they're going to give you a solid deal.
Solid deal, and also a kind deal because they're kind people. Because they did the most for my sister. Like it's crazy. My sister has cancer. She's been fighting cancer for like over a year now, and it's been this whole thing. And they did the most. Without docs, I mean, maybe they have another employee that like asked for a raise and they said no recently, and I don't want them to hear this.
They took care of their employee.
Yeah, but just this one employee, like at least we know that allegedly all of them, they did it all. So there are good places like that, and
it's just a matter of finding them.
And I think a lot of them are available. I'm thinking about applying there.
Yeah, like a good place to start, at least like a place that I started just now, was Craigslist, which is still around, even though they don't have like any good ads anymore.
Let's see.
Yeah, so there's a ton of jobs on Craigslist. I found a couple that I literally might apply for, and then like a whole bunch of like ones that are just completely mundane that aren't even like funny. But I was looking for something to make fun of.
Yeah, there are some odd ones in here. But
yeah, a lot of places are hiring. So
all the places are hiring. And I feel like there's a lot more opportunity out there on the market right now for people to just go in and get these higher level jobs that you might not have been qualified for.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like I'm looking at the list of qualifications on a lot of these jobs, and I'm just like, yeah, right. So I'm thinking like if you make a good impression, I think that those are going to go right out the window, and people are going to be willing to train the right person. And yeah.
And I think that this was always a thing too, that you would go and apply for a job, and they would say, "Okay, do you know how to use Photoshop?" And you would go, "Yes." And then they would hire you, and then maybe 3 months down the road, you would have to use Photoshop for something, and you would just be like, "Hey, how do I cut the background out of this again? I forgot."
It's not even like a big thing.
And it's not a big deal.
Sure, you just lie.
You just lie.
Like it's a white lie.
Common tactic, yeah.
Just a baby lie.
A white elephant lie.
So you tell a couple lies in your interview. You ask them questions again. Make them convince you that you should work there. Like what besides pay am I receiving? Like I can go get $19 an hour from literally any place in town. So like I feel like,
why do I want to give my time to this place?
Maybe I want to interview a few of the other employees and then ask them a few questions and see what they're, get a sense of what their environment's
can we
like.
get Adam from the front in here for a minute? And
maybe I want to know why this position's open and what the turnover rate is on it. And maybe I just want to have a look around the place. And maybe I want to see what the break room looks like. Maybe, you know what I mean? Just little things that traditionally you wouldn't have asked in a job interview.
Yeah, and like just to be able to confidently ask those things, and it's like, why not? Wouldn't you want to know those things about a place that you're going to work?
Sure, yeah.
That you're going to give half of your waking hours to?
It's
like,
your home away from home. And
Yeah.
at this point, like, I feel like a couple of years ago, those would have been strange. But at this point, with this labor crisis, they have to seriously consider everybody, regardless. I mean, like, I would rather hire somebody that seems competent, but also, like kind of a, like arrogant and, kind of doing the most like that, as opposed to like somebody that just seems stupid.
But there's also a way to like ask those questions and go about those things while still also being polite and professional.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very smug, but I'm gonna be polite.
Yeah, because like the way I almost like am trying not to see it as like you have like a button up polo with like an ascot, and you're just kind of like a real asshole with like, a whole like preppy vibe, and you're just like, let me see the break room. I want to see the break room.
I think it would be funny to go in and do an interview, and then like at the end of it imply that, oh, I thought I was interviewing for your position, and point at them and just give them.
Then do a Nardwar where you just like point at them and you don't move.
Yeah.
That would be really good. I like that. So yeah, I think that would be fun. I think that we should. I have those glasses, those spy glasses.
Yeah, you'd be like, so why are you leaving? And they'd be like, well, I'm leaving. I'd be like, oh, well, I thought I was interviewing for your job. And then you point at them. And
then hold. So if you guys would be interested in that, we could put that on the Patreon. That could be one of the tiers.
What?
One of our job interview.
Oh yeah,
we'll each go for a job interview, maybe multiple ones, and we'll wear the spy glasses. So we'll record it all, and we'll just blur their face and like
fuck it. If you sign up for the $5 Patreon tier, we'll each go do a job interview, and we'll like at least describe it.
And then for the $10 Patreon tier, I had a good idea. This whole like back corner of this closet and over here is full of like props from episodes.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, like,
and like just things that we use on stuff.
We'll send you something.
Well, yeah, we can mail you out something
we'll mail
special.
You something cool.
Yeah, we got something that you could either be like, hey, this is from that episode.
Cut them up and paste them onto like little trading cards, like what I mean? Yeah. Trading cards. We could make some trading cards.
Oh, it would be cool. Have you seen the little mini museums? It's like a little micro museum, and it's like a little thing with a bunch of little holes, and there's like I'm doing a bad job at explaining it.
We should have a tier where they just get to like pick something. Just get to like make like a reasonable request. They can't cost us more than you can't monetarily cost us more than the tier price.
So
like if you guys want like $10 worth of Coke or something.
So this mini museum. Okay, so it's like a clear resin, like epoxy kind of thing. And there's little pieces of shit in here. This one's kind of a weird one. Let me find a better example. These are all like dinosaurs. Okay, here we go. So there's space gems. You got a piece of a Jurassic tree. You got part of the San Andreas Fault. A piece of Egyptian papyrus. A piece of rock from Alcatraz.
Steve Jobs turtleneck?
Yeah, a piece of Steve Jobs turtleneck.
The Beatles cavern club? Wow. So you own just a little piece of history.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea if you can get all those things and like cut them up.
Yeah, so people like donate all of these things and like from museums or archaeologists or whatever.
$329?
Yeah, I really want one of these.
Yeah, that's totally worth. I would absolutely. It's a great gift.
So we could make something
mini
like
museums.
This. Yeah,
that'd be tight.
And just kind of chop up all of these things, put those all together. That's $10 a month. baby. You get a mini museum.
Yeah, so you'll get some cool shit. Sign up for the Patreon. This whole episode's basically become an
ad for the Patreon,
infomercial,
yeah.
but you know what?
We are here for a purpose.
Yeah, and I didn't find any good jobs on Craigslist, but what's the best job you could possibly envision? Like, what's your dream job?
For real, my dream job would be like a earner of passive income.
Yeah.
So like a landlord.
So you
for
just
like
want
a whole building.
See, that's reasonable, man.
In
You
New
can
York?
you can like flip your way into that. Like
Yeah.
you know, there's a bunch of passive income ways,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just like invest it in like a bond or something that's like guaranteed to yield you money in a few years, and then
Like,
so forth.
it would be nice to like not put in any of the work, but then gain the passive income.
that's how people get rich.
Yeah, like maybe I like befriend someone or know someone that like owns this building
Oh, you mean like very passive?
and has already like hired the building manager, has hired the on-site maintenance guy, has filled the place with tenants, has done all these upgrades, and then they like, you know, die or leave the business or whatever, and they go, hey, I want to leave this to you. Here you go. They sign it over to me. The money just starts coming into my bank every month.
Yeah.
All 38 floors worth of rent.
I wonder what could you like not? Do you think that it would be possible to be like the owner and not have to do anything except collect money? Obviously, I don't own any buildings, so
I think that's the ideal setup, is to set it up to where it's completely self-sufficient and moves on its own.
Sure, yeah.
And you just get your money. So if someone else already did that, and we assume that they did a good job, and things are all modern and up to date.
I'm sure Drake, you know, like owns properties and he's never stepped foot on, and is not, you know, he's not even so much as fucking signing a check over.
Yeah. So I think that would probably be my dream
I
job.
know Drake.
Oh, really?
That's how I know that.
Well, if you knew Drake, then you would call him Aubrey, but whatever.
He likes to be called Drake.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know Drake.
Busted, dude. You thought you knew Drake?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I never. Yeah, that is basically. I mean, but like, what if you had to do like physical, like you know, regular work? Because that's kind of cheating. That's just basically like saying, yeah, the best work would be no work.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I guess something that's like creative, obviously, and not just some like mundane shit. Like, it would be cool to work in like Foley. I always liked that as a kid, and I still think that would be cool to like do like movie sounds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then it's like, that seems like that would get boring after a while.
that would definitely get boring.
I would just be doing the same shit all the time. But something like maybe like set design would be cool. Like to have like a bunch of money and people that know how to do cool stuff and be able to like come up with ideas and like build stuff for like sets would be lit. So I guess something in production.
Yeah.
Would
So
be
like film and television industry production.
yeah,
Nice.
that'd be fun.
I mean,
What would your ideal job be?
my dream job, for sure, director. Like that's, you know, like I mean, like whether I'm doing, you know, whatever, just directing. I mean, that's like, because I like to micromanage everything, and like that's what you get to do as a director. You know what I mean? Like if I was working on foliage or whatever it is, just what you said, or
Foliage?
just that, or just set design, I would be like looking over at, you know, like the other part of the production and like wishing I was over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whereas director, like I mean, like I really don't even like bossing people around, but I just, you know, like I have my specific vision, and, you know, like the director is the be all end all as far as that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun, man. We should do
But
it.
so both of us in the film and television industry.
I'm trying to get this video pulled up. I fucking lost it. I closed it somehow.
About this guy? This fella?
Yeah, about this guy. I got this clip of this guy. So while this loads up, we have this guy who is a German prince.
He looks like Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales.
Yeah, he kind of does, right?
Is it just like a prince,
But-
like a vaguely inbred royal look?
This guy looks familiar because he was the husband of some actress. Her name is Zaza Gabor.
Oh, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah, she was Catwoman
Oh yeah, okay.
in the original Batman.
From the Adam West Batman.
I want to say so. Yeah.
So Zsa Zsa Gabor was this guy's wife.
Okay.
He was adopted when he was in his 20s and was a prince, a German
he
prince.
was appointed a prince after being adopted.
Yeah, he was adopted by German royalty.
Oh, so now he's looking to return the favor,
To adopt his own
to adopt his own heir.
heir because he is old and Zsa Zsa, what do you say? Zsa Zsa Gabor? Zsa Zsa Gabor is dead now. So he's trying to find someone that can take over because when he dies, the city of LA is going to get all of his stuff.
Oh yeah, you can't have that. Can't he just like that? Those are the only two solutions to this probate issue. One, adopt an adult as your heir. Two, the city of LA gets your stuff. Like there's not like a third option. I feel like a probate attorney should have been able to come up with something a little more reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that he could like get married again, and then his new wife.
I mean, you can't just leave whatever you want to somebody in your will. I'm pretty sure you can leave like your whole estate to your pet if you want.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You kind of can, huh?
And like, how does this city of LA become like the default? I still feel like even like if you don't have a will and you know like you don't have like a specific person in mind and you die, I don't think like the city of Paso just collects your belongings. I still think that like you know it'll go through a probate and like somebody somewhat linked to you would get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That is a good question. But according to him, when he dies, everything goes to the city of LA. So that's why he wants a new heir, someone that he could train and teach. And this is just some old rich guy.
Yeah, he is. So, Germany, like they're not ruled by like a monarchy. I didn't even know they had princes.
So it says that the trust must be ruled by a family member. And if no family members remain, then the trust will be dissolved. So dissolved would be going to the city of Los Angeles. And I guess by marriage doesn't count as a family member. Like you can't leave the trust to your wife. It has to be someone in the family. So adopting would put them in the family.
I mean, like that
makes them legally your son.
That makes little sense, but I mean, okay, we'll take his word for it. I mean, sure, it sounds like he would know better.
So by the
would.
rules, it has to go to a kid. It has to go to your descendant, and not like to your wife.
Right.
Like it's like in football where you have to pass, but you like can't go sideways. You can't like throw it sideways or whatever. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to go forward.
Yeah, same shit. So this dude is
Or
balling.
lateral. You can't go backwards. You can't throw a backwards pass.
But you could go lateral.
Yeah.
And this dude is balling. His wife was Zsa Zsa Gabor, Catwoman, and others. And he has all of this money, all of this stuff to pass down. He's got some fancy suits and is German royalty. And he's looking for a son.
He's looking for not just a son. He's looking for a son that's what's he looking for here?
So let's see. I have a clip here.
Okay, let's see. I mean, just out of curiosity, I want to see how many of these boxes we each check, because I mean, this sounds like it's a great opportunity.
Maybe
Let's see.
somebody out
And I mean,
of the music business.
Okay, first off, dude's rocking Gucci.
Yeah.
I own a couple Gucci things. I mean,
So
I
do
don't have a hat, but
So do
I
I.
have some Gucci.
I never wear them on the show or around you, but I have a couple Gucci things.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I have some Gucci slides I
mean-
wear just in my room. They don't leave my room.
Most people do, right?
Maybe a rapper. How about that?
How
mean,
many
like-
verses have you written in the past 2 weeks?
I write a whole bunch of raps.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
right.
like I sometimes even rap them, and sometimes in front of people. Sometimes I even record them, and this has been documented. Like I mean, like you can Google me.
Yeah, well, I also, record and rap and put out music. You know, you could go ahead and Google me,
Sure, like
and you can find me. And I have
it's
more
like a
recent
lesser
music.
extent.
More recent, definitely more recent, and a much higher volume of library, public library. You have wait, let me see. I'll search Spotify for Awesome Ty. Oh wait, you're not there.
That's because this is something that I haven't broke yet. I'm a new artist. Yeah, I mean, how long has Mikey Booyah been on Spotify anyways? I mean, several years now, whereas Awesome Tie's a brand new product that is tried and true, but also placed in the market yet. So this can easily be the next big thing, as opposed to never really was a thing.
Well, I think that there's only one way to find out. Computer, play royalty-free hip-hop.
Internet people from Spotify.
No,
No, this isn't royalty.
this is not.
I think.
Computer, stop.
Here we go. Computer, play royalty-free beats.
Royalty-free PT2. Dymika free stream beats by songs. From Spotify.
Computer, play
No, that's
Alchemist type
Spotify
beat.
again. Computer,
This is
Stop.
The Alchemist from Spotify.
no. Computer, stop. This is why we don't give him a mic. Computer, play royalty-free music.
Playing songs by royalty-free music energy sound from Spotify.
Do you think that'll work? It's gotta work, right? Oh yeah, this is royalty-free. So what we have to do is freestyle. What? Computer, stop. It was a copyright-free music. Computer, play copyright-free music.
Spirit, copyright free. By Monkey Punch. On Amazon Music.
No, slow.
Computer, play at 50% speed.
I'm not sure.
This is Saved Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry.
No, it isn't.
There's a love on the fire
Computer,
and
stop.
it burns up before you.
All right, you're right. So we're just gonna have to do it spoken word style. I think that should be part of our audition, because only one of us can get adopted by this guy, and I think that we should make our audition tapes. We each have 30 seconds to give our spiel to him, and then after we each give our 30-second spiel, we'll do our freestyle, and then we will cut just that part out and send it to him.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So let's see. Let me get a 30-second timer up here. Here we go. So we're just going to cut this out and we're going to send this directly to him. So wait, hold on. So you just look right at the camera. We'll cut you out or cut me out. Zoom in on you. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Awesome Ty. I'm the applicant. I've been rapping for years just by accident. I'm looking for your money. No, I was gonna try to do my spiel. Can we reset? I was gonna try to combine them, but no.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can't combine them. You got to save your flows for the end.
Yeah.
All right. And 3, 2, 1, reset, go.
You look at me, old man. You look me right in the fucking eyes. German people have a bad rep. You know, dark history out of your country. You have a chance with me taking over as prince, to right a lot of wrongs that were done to millions. You have a chance to correct that. You look at me, you give me the job, old man.
Time.
Like shame him over the Holocaust.
Yeah, I caught that. That was rough. And you know, I heard that he just adopted his 6th son, soon to be ex-son, because he's adopted 5 and abandoned 5. Cut it out of my life. Doesn't talk to them anymore. Didn't work out because he said that after he adopted them, they got mean.
Yeah, and they're not even friends anymore. There's probably a lot of animosity.
Yeah, they're not friends at all. So I think that was mean. I think you came out the gate, listen to me, old man. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like it when people
I feel like
"Urgh,"
is it he doesn't like it or that he doesn't want to like it?
We'll find out. We'll find out by who he picks because I'm going to kill him with kindness. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Sir, Frederick, sir, it's a pleasure to be able to reach out to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I would love to apply for this position as your son, caretaker, friend, confidant, homie, someone that could go to the Gucci store with you. And before we go, I just want to say one last thing and leave you with this. Ich liebe dich, Papa. Perfect. That means I love you, Dad, in German. Let's see if I said that right.
Ich liebe dich, Papa.
Ich liebe dich, Papa. I'll take that and I'll cut that in for. So now, we know this is still part of the pitch to him. Papa, we know that you love rappers.
Hey, no.
What?
No, your 30 seconds is over.
Well, no, now we're doing the rap thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still talking to him.
Papa, we know.
No.
Papa, it's Mikey here, your son. I love you. And we are going to showcase mostly my skills. Ty thinks that he can rap too. So we know that you want a rapper, someone in the music industry, and that's us. I'm working the boards right now. I got boards over here. Where are your boards, Ty?
My board. I got bars, not boards.
Where's your Spotify?
I got bars, not boards. Sound boy.
Where's your Spotify? I couldn't find you on Spotify.
Yep.
I couldn't find their boards.
Yeah, it's because just because I'm qualified to be best new artist, and in this guy's, what is he gonna? Are you gonna give him the Video Vanguard Award or something for old people? Something they give you?
Are you rapping?
No.
Was that part of your? All right.
I haven't started.
So we'll probably just put a beatbox in and post. So we'll just rap on top of that, which will be, you could probably imagine what tempo that would be, right?
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Got it in my head.
Frederick, looking for my chapstick.
Is this your rap?
No, that was just
You showed
the
me
beat.
the tempo.
I was showing you the tempo.
That was like a metronome.
Yeah. Frederick, looking for my chapstick.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. So heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Computer, flip a coin.
Okay.
Heads.
Okay.
Tails fails for you every time you say that. I feel like you jinx it.
Tails
You
never
take
fails.
the tails away. So I will choose to go first. I'm going to go
Okay.
first.
Yeah. I mean, definitely you want to
Yeah.
set the bar.
So here we go. All right. Okay. I'm ready. Yo. Hold on. I got it. It's like it goes. Yeah. I'm trying to get the tempo again, cause it was like, how was it again? The tempo?
Are you stalling here?
No,
Are
just
you
how was the
stalling,
tempo?
trying to write bars in your head?
No, just how was the tempo is what I meant.
It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Frederick, looking for my chapstick. It was like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One day, someday, look at what everyone say. They say, look at that Gucci hat. I'm coming out, Dad, to Malibu. Wait. I love you. Ich liebe dich, Papa. When I'm lost, I got you. And I'm in the music industry. Look at me rapping in the beat. So adopt me now and abandon your new son because he's gonna get mean. Done. There we go. Cool. There's my rap freestyle. That was off the top too. I don't have anything written on my paper or like on my screen or anything. So you could tell. That was off the top. Nothing on my phone.
Okay.
Nothing on my hands. Nothing.
You're acting
Nothing in my
awfully
lap.
suspicious.
That was off the top.
But I would also figure like if you wrote something, it would have, been more indicative of the quality.
What do you mean? Well, freestyles are usually like sloppy, Like it's like you're kind of coming up with it on the moment.
I got like 2 lines, and then I'm gonna try to keep going and see.
All right, yeah. Well, you know the tempo.
Yeah.
So show this guy how mean you're gonna be.
Old man, I like your Gucci drip. So give me all your rubies and your loot and your chips so you can eat this Uzi clip. You're old and you're white like Snoopy is. And I'm gonna be the one you choose to give all your money and your estates. Awesome tie coming right out the gate of your mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a predator, but you won't catch me, Chris Hansen, because I'm not that type of predator. Not a sexual predator. As in predator, I mean I'm the best video editor, rapper, director there ever is. And right now this is a freestyle. And in the meanwhile, Mikey's over there chuckling because he knows he can't beat my style. And he knows that my application has already been approved. And pretty soon I'll be next to you telling you to get me food, and then shouting at your butler and saying a bunch of cuss words and writing people out of your will as if I was trying to convince them that I'm not trying to kill you. I'm going to let you die of natural causes. So natural causes, they can't be. Yeah, that was all I got. But I'm gonna let you die. That's a good. I'm gonna let you
a little bit.
I mean, it ended like with a statement, which is completely true. I'm gonna let you die of natural causes.
So that actually is good because I will not promise that. I might be nicer seeming, but I do not promise the natural causes thing because you never know what could happen or how I'll feel.
Yeah, I feel he's already like in his 90s. I'm just gonna let time do its thing.
Yeah, that's the best thing is that, you know, it's you don't have to wait 30 years or anything.
Yeah.
It's 5 years tops.
So, and I was just kidding. Like, I have no animosity towards German people at all, or any. I mean, I think the Holocaust was pretty real.
Yeah, I mean, I think that too.
So, I mean, really, you have no reason to not pick me as the next Prince of Germany.
Yeah,
And-
so that's where we stand now. You know, just so people know where we stand on this.
Yeah, and also, yeah,
The Holocaust was real.
27-year-old. I mean, I feel like there's like a 10-year.
This guy's
window
from-
either way.
This guy's 27 years old and he lives like an hour away from us.
You know, like there's like a 10-year. So he could go 17 or he could go 37.
Yeah, it really could.
So you know what? I'm not ruling myself out. I feel like I delivered with my application and my rap.
Yeah, your rap was good.
That's good.
It wasn't as good as mine, but it was better than I thought it was going to be, for sure. So, yeah, and I'm only 1 year older than this guy that he just fucking married or whatever. So, I'll do it all. You know, you fucking,
And he means all.
you adopt me, I'll do it all.
He's
I'll do the weird stuff.
He's gay.
I'll do the gay. I'll do the gay. Dude, imagine if you inherit all that stuff, that house and all that stuff. I'd do the gay.
I mean, like, isn't that then it becomes like a whole another thing too, because it becomes
I would.
you do like incestuous gay with him.
Well,
I mean, you're becoming like his son.
yeah, but there's no blood.
But I mean, he's adopted you.
Look at Woody
And,
Allen.
I mean, like his blood might end up in you somehow.
Woody Allen, Exhibit 1, case closed. Woody Allen married his stepdaughter or his adopted daughter or whatever it was.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So I think that it's super normal, especially in Hollywood, for people to adopt their future lovers and kind of, it's like a grooming. It's like some sort of legal grooming where you make them however you want to make them and then you marry him.
Well, much like there is,
But he's going to die before he can marry me.
I got like a good way to end this, a good outro.
Okay.
Much like he has only two. No, this isn't even be that good. Much like he has only two.
To what?
Two. I need the word now. Much like he has only two solutions to his predicament. One, adopt an adult child. Two, the city of Los Angeles gets his property.
Yeah.
He has but two choices. Awesome Ty or Mikey Booyah. And should we put like a poll in the link, and like the
That we
listeners
send to
can,
him?
well, the listeners can choose between us two.
Who they think should be.
But yeah, the German prince. Who makes a
German
better
prince?
German prince?
Oh, well, obviously it's me. I spoke German. I literally spoke German in this episode. Do you speak
don't-
German?
I mean, like,
Where's your
there's
boards?
intangibles.
You're not
okay?
even in the
there's
music
intangibles.
business.
Like, does the smartest guy always get the job? No.
No.
Does the most qualified guy always get the job? No. There's intangibles, things that like you can't measure or describe necessarily that make you more qualified than somebody that seemingly on paper maybe like a book nerd would.
Well,
think
then
maybe.
by that math, I'm going to get the job. Because you are more qualified
It's-
and smarter.
It's what the French.
so I'm going to get the job.
No, well, I mean that's beside the point. It's what the French call my je ne sais quoi, and I just spoke French. And you know what? He probably speaks French too, but
I bet he speaks a lot of languages. I bet he's very well read, well traveled, cultural icon. This guy, you know.
look at that fucking pocket square too. That
Yeah, this dude's got drip
Yeah.
as fuck. Except for the T-Mobile jersey that he was wearing earlier.
he probably owns T-Mobile.
Oh yeah, that's got to be what it is. See, this guy looks so familiar.
He looks like Prince Charles.
He's
The-
in like maybe he played Prince Charles in a movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But these are all stories that I'm probably going to hear at night when I'm laying in bed with this guy. So I'll let you know after I win the princehood.
Well,
I become adopted prince.
I'm good with, you know what? Because like I feel like you could get it now and actually have to deal with like all that stuff, and like I could probably just like kind of mooch off you and like get like high paying jobs.
We're gonna do that.
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna need like a video made at some point when he fires you. He's gonna need a new.
I think that we should do that thing where like a whole office place will like throw in for the lottery. And then if like anybody wins, they all split the winnings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you finally like win $200, but you have to split it with 18 people. And you're just like, oh, cool.
That's usually how it goes.
Thanks. So yeah, man, I think that this guy is, probably not going to work out with this new guy. This guy looks like the fucking, like the shooter, the Santa Barbara shooter kid.
I mean, it's going to work out for whoever catches him when he dies of natural causes.
Yeah, it's really just like a crapshoot on who has him for a couple years while he
so
dies.
like really like with each new son, like their chances increase.
Yeah.
Increase because he's getting up there.
Well, I think that hopefully we'll get a response by next week from him, and one of us will be gone, I guess.
Yeah, I figure one of us is going to be like doing the episode from the mansion, either you or me. Probably me.
We'll do like a Zoom thing or something.
You know what? Like this also might be like we were talking about, like one of those job interviews where I just, like I just really wanted the self-confidence of like getting.
And you're going to turn it down?
Yeah, I might turn this down.
Oh man, what if he turns me down and you get the job, and then you turn him down and then he's left sunless?
Should we both turn him down?
Should we make a pact?
You want to make a pact?
Yeah.
On 3.
1, 2, 3. Pact.
All
Okay,
right.
that was a pact.
So neither of us are going to be the new German prince, but you know what? This guy, this old geezer, this boomer's, he's got his shit's going to the city of LA.
So we'll see you next week.
Natural Habitat Recordings.